I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Some reason can't hear 3rd, 2024. Commissioner Adler and myself are here. Commissioner Hinkle is not with us today. And the first agenda item is the board minutes for November 26, 2024. I'll second it. Is there any public comment? Being none, all in favor? Motion carried and passed. Next agenda item is correspondence. The first one is a letter from Cat Financial on Caterpillar Equipment Protection Plan that is expiring or expired.
I read it and I think I talked to Paul and we'll put it on the agenda for next week. He's gonna talk to the salesman to find out for sure what. What you have to do to go from there. We'll have more on it next week.
So Brandy, if you get this on the agenda for next week, please. Thank you. The next correspondence is from Bighorn County School District number 1. And it is a recommendation for Dave Kaufman.
I think this is
So he's our roof advisor, right?
Yeah.
Did we ask for recommendations or is he just sending that in?
I think they're just sending it in and kind of wanting to. Just telling us maybe Bighorn School is pretty happy with him what he does. There's pretty much a letter of support.
Okay,
I don't think it needs to be on the agenda.
a letter of recommendation for,
Doing a good job.
yeah, Dave Kaufman as our roof consultant. The next correspondence is from DEQ and it's a public notice for general permit for sand and gravel operations. It is a statewide permit and for sand and gravel operations.
I think that we probably want to put this one on to make sure and see if this has anything to do with our bid out there. It's in case we have to update a water thing or.
Well, that's the permit for statewide. Good morning.
There's a couple of claims. This one's for the 1% for the Department of Revenue.
Okay.
And then this one, I'm not sure. Sarah did that one while I was gone.
That other cat thing, Becky, that.
Yeah,
We'll wait, Paul's talking to her off this morning and we'll find out if it's I don't know if it's an extended warrant, but we put it on next week.
okay, perfect. I was not, and I didn't get it until after it was
It's okay.
expired.
So what I get out of this is just a statewide permit.
I thought it was something,
Okay.
yeah.
That's just a sec.
Sure.
Are these?
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Carol, could you?
Thanks.
The next one is Granite County Justice Court disbursement detail for November, and the report total is 5,335. This one is an ad for Montana Forest Consultants offering project financing and grant funding for forest reforestation projects in Montana. That's it for correspondence. Go ahead and open public comment early. So if there's any public comment on matters within the commissioner jurisdiction. Oh, I don't know. Really like the idea. Apparently, it was mentioned to me that there was pretty cumbersome to look for all these hams and stuff to get enough hams in.
Sounds like a pain in the storm and people are slow getting on meeting.
Yeah. So the safety thing, doing the safety training, they're giving $50 this year.
Ooh,
So then the county's giving 25. So that whoever took the safety training will get 50, and then another 25, so that's $75.
pretty good deal.
Did you take training?
I didn't know what it was. I think I missed it. I should have took it. I should have. I haven't talked to Jackie, so, seen her. Oh, she was off last week on vacations.
Any public comment on matters within the commissioner's jurisdiction? Read that last, look at the date on that. It's going as March 21st, and I kind of was going over that. I'm going, plane coming in today, or
I seen it this morning.
this should be another one now. the bylaws, the sheriff should be present.
Usually it comes in on the DUI we have. There's. On this resolution that was coming up. Oh,
Notice that picture, I remember it, I'm just,
Was that big parade, wasn't that 100 year thing or whatever, and then
that's
going through the parade and then dressed all up, everybody was dressed, but then, oh, we. That box in there. Remember, we signed something. And,
that would have been 2013.
sometime.
Hmm. Yeah. I know, doesn't seem possible, seems like yesterday.
Hmm. We hear anything on is there any notes on the rental house, any plumbers stop by and look?
Oh. I don't see a note on an update with that. But I can leave a note with Miranda and see if there's
Yeah, just
anything new on
maybe-
that.
Have her check when they can come look at it.
Okay.
And then maybe get a date on when they can come in.
Okay.
We may not have it. Got about 5 minutes left on public comment on matters within commissioner jurisdictions. traded in, is it? So it's dated the 4th of November. We didn't get it till the 29th.
It was pretty nice look. It's our 25th, so I mean, it's, I don't know what, it just gets caught up. We got stuff coming and in, so take one time to get it.
Yeah.
What was that?
What?
Didn't you hear that?
Oh, I missed that. I could hear it, but not exactly what was being said. Mm-hmm. Festive.
Everybody get their name.
I didn't do the drawing. When's the luncheon?
The 17th. 17th.
December's hiding.
It is hidden.
What day is it?
2 weeks.
Tuesday.
Tuesday, the 17th.
Did you draw?
I had one. I guess I did. I don't want to. I just terrible kids.
The shopping.
Them toys for tots, are they? Do they have to be new stuff?
It's kind of like them new.
That's a good question. I think they prefer it.
Stuff.
Thrift store.
You're not dragging them up in somebody that has to be new.
Yeah, they kind of stuff.
Who's a kid?
Right.
Never had no choice. Sucks getting the same present 3 years in a row.
Here's your present. I'll give it back to me. I'll give it back to you.
Look at it and put it back under the tree and it'll be there next year.
Yeah.
At least the lake people have been pretty lucky, no plowing.
Yeah. Complaints.
No weather.
The weather, yeah.
These ski areas gotta be scared.
I know. I know a couple people that went up over the weekend because it opened, but they were like, great. Like, well, yeah, there's no,
Yeah.
they don't have it.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm scared hit
yeah,
feet.
still just pretty, yeah.
The lake keeps coming up a little bit every,
Inch a week.
we're gonna keep it at 6.
Excuse me.
I think big cover because we're supposed to really dry out. They're staying, see what the. Just one more week, see what it does, and then we better start looking. Sooner or later, we're gonna get ahead. I think.
So. What's coming in?
Well, they were saying, we're like, they were figuring there's. It's gotta be a little, right, 10 to 12 coming in, maybe those 13, 15, cause it's, we're getting an answer on not much quality.
So the hydro plant, hydro whatever, they can't really make
No.
energy unless it's at 10 or what?
Oh, they can make it, but it's not, now that usually in December, January, the price, your power bill goes up, for winter time, and that's when it'd be nice to be, we'd make a lot more money, but we can't. I mean, if we dump, start dump 30 just to come out,
Yeah,
would drain it. Just kind of got us bound all the way around,
Yeah.
really. I
damned
think-
if you do and damned if you don't. No pun intended.
Tell you look at some of these others. Pretty proud of what we did this year, the whole.
Okay, it is 9:20 and the weekly report with Road and Bridge Superintendent Paul Alt. Paul is not with us today. Scott, do you have anything from Paul concerning the road and bridge?
He took care of it. We had a guy call and there was some icy spots up Henderson, Quick Road. And the guy wrecked up there, but I mean. Just got that rain and it got cold. That's the only thing I had. Everything else is crews doing a good job. He's in town trying to see if they can rent us or give us a skid steer large. We broke down, which was under warranty, but the pump went out of it. Keep cold passer and he had something loaded.
Has he heard anything on the bridge?
I forgot to ask him, but I don't think Great West did. We don't have nothing from them on it. That's who was gonna look at it.
Oh,
We might want to check in with them again too, and say, have you looked, because. We need to figure out what we're gonna do, and that we can't keep waiting and waiting, and then all of a sudden somebody goes through that. And yikes. Seems like solid waste is going good, haven't heard much. But it was pretty slow, I think all the trucks are back now. One was in lockdown, and so you can only go 30 miles an hour in it. It's one of the trucks, it's some computer thing, they got it back, and we got a pump issue, and I think everything's back and going now, so should be ready. Snow flies. It's a problem, they sit there all this time and. I haven't had nobody looked at that one culvert and that was it. They were talking about shutting that gate up there, though, but they ruined the gate again, so I just think it's a waste of our time, keep trying to put signs and gate up there. We put up them temporary things, and somebody took them to a year ago. It's that time of year, you can still drive all the way to Garnett, I don't know if we gotta put something in there just says drive at your own risk or what, but BLM, their signs are all shot up, so. Other than that, I don't know much. It's quiet. Price of fuel's going down, it's gonna help our budget.
is it?
Yeah, it's dropped quite a bit. Not a lot,
Why?
just. Trying to get your hopes up for Christmas. Now slam you after the first of the year.
You don't need to put that in minutes. I'm kidding you.
Other than that, they staying on that sand and salt for that a little bit.
10 more minutes until our next agenda item. Should be the damn tender report.
Big plans for Christmas.
Not really, which is nice. Just kind of gonna be around here and kind of mellow and slow. Which I'm excited.
Good. First time we've seen her for a while.
Yeah, I know. She's been,
Pretty happy.
yeah, she's doing really good. Home for a little bit before more traveling.
And I just couldn't believe the amount of people. Whew,
I know.
they just kept coming.
I know
They
it.
were all standing in that back room. Oh,
Yeah, it was hard. I just felt like I couldn't really look around because it was so overwhelming.
pretty cool.
Good for everybody there, though. I mean,
Good to see all the homemade stuff. Pretty cool. That beeswax.
people are so talented.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. I really like that beeswax stuff.
Just so much I can't.
Right.
Wood carving stuff outside out.
Yeah, it was really neat.
The helmet
Mm-hmm.
part.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't remember who did it, but it was a good turnout. It was nice. Yeah.
Crazy food stuff. There's stuff like.
All
Looked good.
fancy stuff. I went out and peeked at it, but didn't try anything, but it looked really good. It's a good idea to do all that, all that kind of stuff, because yeah. Mm-hmm. Yep. I like all that homemade stuff too. It's just better gift stuff, I think.
staying pretty busy in there.
Yeah,
Seems like a lot of stuff.
yeah,
More and more, it seems like,
yeah, I think so too. It's been pretty good and steady.
Really?
Not recently. No, it's been a while, couple weeks.
I text.
Yeah, I hope everyone's adjusting well and
It's a big move.
new job's good. Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Little coffee shop down. Well, they stay busy.
They do. It's really good coffee. Have you?
Stopped up McKinsey, it's been a while. Yeah, you had to wait in line, and I thought, wow, good for them.
I know, I feel like there's always a line, which is good. I've bought, they do their own coffee beans and grind their own coffee too. So I've bought bags of their coffee before. I really like it.
Oh.
It's good.
Get some.
Yeah, they
So
have,
much stuff I get.
I know. They have some in Huffman's now too, actually. So in the coffee section, there's some there usually.
I do.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, he seems to be doing pretty good, which is good. Not driving me too crazy. Not this week. Yeah, it is. Kind of a interesting, quiet Tuesday.
Morning. How's it going?
Hi, Blaine. Good. How are you?
Oh, Jeff.
All falls in town. Or skids through. When we pulled all that cold. So
Warranty for parts and labor or just part?
he's down there seeing if we could maybe get one. Dude, maybe they'd give us one to use one or to get that fixed.
You all. Yeah, we're on Henderson, so it's like.
Yeah, it was bad up there, there's so darn many hunters and that. It's got that warm water up there above falls and.
Oh,
Going too fast coming down that canyon and that warm water and all kept lakes and in the water
so
season.
there's some offspring.
Yeah, that the water all along there above some fancy old dentist place and yeah, that one water up there. Oh, yeah, awful. Right along with Black Planet. Cool. Yeah.
Good morning.
Morning.
Morning. Can I talk to you about a couple things or you're start a new agenda item.
Well, we have a couple minutes before our dam tenders report.
So, there's an issue that may need on the agenda, the, when the, judge had that jury trial, one of the jurors was in his ear about the cemetery districts. And there is a statute that, where there's supposed to be separate trustees, even from the board, set up over certain finances. I don't know if that's ever been done. I talked to Madison County and that has never been done over there. Their county attorney thought either like a bank or even the county commission could be like, cause you guys oversee those monies anyway. So the actual county commission,
Cemetery,
yeah. Yeah, I mean,
they have their own checking. account.
yeah, but I mean, they should be bringing their budget to you and everything. I
The
mean,
budget goes in
yeah,
there.
yeah. But so probably something needs to be an agenda item on creating separate financial trustees.
In other words, can't be a family. Here's the
Oh,
key to
thanks. Yeah, I mean, it should be a separate entity, the bank or county commission, so. But I need to talk to the cemetery district folks as well, but I think the county commission would be a good choice, but I don't know if you guys.
I think that's what was kind of brought up at that one meeting, we're trying to figure out what, make sure everything.
Yeah,
That's a storage unit key in case you were good.
had-
It's
victims.
victim advocate.
That December will be the last payment.
Is she supposed to come get her stuff?
Or pay for it.
Okay, now. The cemetery district has their own checking account. And you're saying,
There's certain funds that are supposed to be held in trust with a trustee appointed. And that's appointed by the district court. I don't know that that's ever been done. It's a little redundant because there's already a board of trustees.
Yeah.
But so I would suggest a agenda item maybe in January to discuss it, Dr. Brandon.
Paul just texted me and said, got a free loaner skidster, which saves us $750 a week. They're gonna let us use one of their skidsters, you guys keep working. Caterpillar,
because
our son warranty.
till we get it back, till we get the new one.
Good deal.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, I didn't have anything more.
So the cemetery district doesn't.
There's a board of trustees for each one, but there needs to be a separate trustee over certain finances.
So they'd have the board and have a separate trustee watching over them.
Yeah, basically a financial trustee that control, well, would have final control, a trustee would have final control over this.
So in other words, whoever signs the checks, would that special trustee have to?
That would maybe be a good idea to
So
have.
maybe the treasurer should be separate trustee. Here's the thing, funds go in there, but I don't think a lot of that money, they have their own. They have probably a couple of checking
Yeah.
accounts. They have one that's for donations and stuff for perpetual
Yeah.
care. And then they have probably their finance one.
The statute talks about monies that come in for purchasing cemetery lots, that what needs to be pressed. That's their operating.
So what is it? Is it this Hebert Cemetery or is it both cemeteries?
Both. Well,
Yeah,
unless they know the history better than I, but I looked in all the commissioner's archives. Carol's looked in the district court record. It just,
so it's something that has not been set up and we'll probably have to visit with cemetery districts to do that
Probably having them come.
in January.
Scan.
Yeah. Dam tenders report, Georgetown Lake outflow review and decision. The lake is at 6428.18 feet, 15.84 inches below full pool. So it's
Another inch.
coming up.
I make most we just stay for this week at 6 and see what happens next week, being it's gonna be dry, supposed to be dry all week. In my motion.
Second. Is there any public comment? All in favor? Aye. Motion carried and passed.
See in the newspaper about Howell County Commission and been recording the meeting. Howell County Commission have recording their meetings because it is required for larger counties, but even I think our commissioners should do at least audio, which do, I mean. They're bigger counties, it's supposed to be audio and video. But
Supposed to be on
you do.
Bigger,
bigger counts.
bigger come.
Well, population.
Bigger counts. Okay, we got about 5 minutes before our next agenda item.
Yep, talking.
Ah, them were plumbers, I said, "Ooh, send them down to the house and hall." I think that's.
Where are they from?
Right?
That's Temp Ryan or whatever people.
See from here.
Unless they're just the heat guys, but I think they're plumbing too.
Siren,
Yeah,
that's all.
What?
I heard a siren.
Yeah.
Randy was getting up and running, so I figured.
yeah, I hear it. Up the hill. Yeah, sure.
So, but is the sheriff gonna come in here? Meet for this, the amended bylaws for the Granite County DDA?
I think so. I can just speak. Oh. It was just a change on the meeting dates. Quarterly and goes with now Wednesdays, so. Your next
The next is the nuisance dog ordinance
at 10.
at 9:50.
Oh,
I think we can go ahead and do, I was just wondering if maybe the sheriff was gonna come in here, say whether or not,
Him going that way.
was that him? How do you know it wasn't one of his deputies? You can tell by the,
he's good. He's good. Well, it's been good having that ordinance, and we've talked about it being a added tool in the toolbox, and it has been used. It has the exception for the farm and ranch dogs.
I.
Yeah.
I'm happy. You know, I never had it. It seems like cost is more, have we ever even really done anything on? I mean, and it's nothing to do, it's all out of town. And most of the time ranchers, if they got a problem out there, if the dogs are chasing stuff, they're gonna take care of it. And then they, you know, I just not, I've never have been for it, I think. I just think it's cost of taxpayer.
Okay, so-
People need to take care of their own dogs.
I prosecuted under a few times, I mean, it's not bringing in money. I don't know if there's costs there too, I mean, it's, but it does help the sheriff's office on certain cases. And then disorderly conduct is still a option, but they do have to deal with barking dog.
Well, just doing the research, and there's only one incident, and that was last year with a countywide nuisance dog. All the other nuisance dogs are within the city limits. And I tend to agree with Scott on, I think this is just a moot ordinance. I don't know what benefit it really does. So can you tell me what benefit it does?
Not bring out.
No, I understand it's not, I agree, it's not prosecuted a lot. You know, I can charge disorderly conduct, it is a little bit redundant in that aspect, but. You know, if it's I can see if it's a scenario, I think a bigger scenario would be like a daytime or continuing barking during the day. That'd be tough to charge disorderly conduct on that, but if you let it sunset, I'm not jumping up, down, upset, because like I said,
Well, if we let it sunset, and if there's a need, I guess you can go back on the agenda.
Well, there's still a law, something to do with the dogs anyway, and then like the brand inspector or fish and game and them, they could step in on, you know.
Yeah, well, yeah.
Dog out there.
chasing wildlife, there's statutes on that, there's
I just think that, you know, the city will have to take care of their own stuff in town, and the county is just, you know, I know they get called. You know,
there's ways to charge it.
So do you wanna make a motion? Let it sunset.
let us, I'm making most of let us, up till now. Probably always come back and revisit it.
So there is only the two of us, but I tend to agree with Mr. Adler, so I am going to second that. Is there any public comment?
I was gonna also say that, yeah, the ordinance 2023-1 automatically, or if you guys don't renew it automatically, so you don't need, I don't think you need to do anything. I think it's a good motion, but other than your motion, I don't think you.
Okay.
Go ahead, Elena.
Thank you. Again, it's hard hearing the conversation going on.
Good.
So are you going to renew it or not renew it? That's my first question.
She's on.
Can you hear me? Hello? Can you hear me?
Hearing anything,
She could call in.
Hello, can you hear me?
turn up volume, is there,
Now she's shut off. You did, she did.
Yeah, I didn't.
Must be her.
Can you hear me? You can't hear me?
Do you- Should I mute it and try to, should I mute it for now and try to,
Yeah, try,
just mute
so
it?
you've got her unmuted.
Yeah, she's unmuted.
The people out.
Yeah, I mean, the county does have the vicious dog.
So Elena can
Can you hear me?
hear you.
Mm-mm.
Can you hear me?
Don't even see her.
Yeah, it was up.
No, no,
Oh.
I can see it. You can see where like hung up.
Do you know what could be going on over here?
I think it's on her and brought like,
Yeah,
so if she could call him.
Did you want to call in, Elena?
Yeah.
I only got one bar here.
I have two, but
Christ's sake.
It was still not hearing anything. Okay. What was that? Oh,
did you unmute?
that's me.
did you unmute yours?
I'm muted. So something's going on with. Oh,
I don't know what.
here.
Oh.
Can you hear me?
Yeah. Well, it's not coming on it's just coming on mine.
I'm on the telephone.
Okay.
Can you hear me on the phone?
It's coming through my computer.
Maybe she called in directly on.
Yeah.
I'm muted.
Okay, let me see if I can leave.
Close this, guys. You dialed in.
And you have her call in directly.
Can you call it a regular landline? This isn't coming in.
Okay, she was off there. Should I pause it for a minute so we can?
Okay.
And
Unmute Elena again, see if she can.
Okay.
The EGM.
Can you hear me?
All right, she's unmuted now.
Can you hear me?
It's
Nothing.
How about on the phone?
Go ahead, Elena.
Hello? Oh, what a waste. Total waste.
I just say I would call into the landline. Yeah. What is it, 70-23?
7023. Is it 7023? Grant County Commissioner's Office.
Oh, this is
Okay,
Elena.
now.
Okay,
Okay, let me turn this down. I don't even know if can you hear me still?
yes.
Thank you. I don't even know if this is worth it going through this. I tried calling, that didn't work. Nobody picked me up on the telephone number for the agenda. So anyway, on that last motion about the nuisance dogs.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you. Do you say, I'm sorry, I didn't hear, but are you passing it or are you not passing it?
So the motion was made by Commissioner Adler to let it sunset. And I seconded that motion.
Okay. Because I had a question regarding the resolution number 2024-1 that
Okay,
looked incorrect because we already have a 2024-1 and that was Granite County Resolution establishing regular commission meeting dates.
yeah.
Okay.
This is-
Okay, so I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on. Again, I don't know if I can stay on this or just listen.
We'll still look at, can you hear us okay?
I can hear you fine now.
Could you hear us before?
I can hear you perfectly. All morning long. It was only when I tried to raise my hand and then you acknowledged and opened up my mic, there was nothing.
Okay, so what we'll do, we'll look and see if we can find the problem. And then when you raise your hand and I call on you, you'll just go ahead and dial in. Would that work?
Okay, so you want me to hang up from this and
Yeah, go ahead and as long as you can hear the meeting okay without being on the phone.
Can,
Yeah.
response, Blanche on the ordinance. So this is an ordinance, not a resolution, so that's why
Oh, okay.
2024-1. And ordinances, yeah, different.
Right. Is that explained out for you?
And then it was an ordinance, yeah, but I was just talking about the resolution on top. It has that number, resolution 2024-1 as the resolution on the top of the what I'm looking at.
Yeah,
Do you see that?
the new proposed one would be 2024-1 ordinance, not a resolution. But it's not gonna be passed in.
Oh, okay.
Granite County Ordinance number 2024-1.
This,
If we pass.
yeah,
Yeah, and we're letting it sunset.
this would be an ordinance. Done on your phone.
Okay.
Okay.
I was a little confused on that. It doesn't matter. You're not going to pass it anyway or renew it. So,
Okay, so if you can hear us okay, then when you raise your hand and go ahead and dial in and I'll answer the phone. If we don't get it this resolved.
okay, I'll hang up then. Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Bye.
Bye. Okay, so any other public comment? Being none, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Oh, sure.
Okay, so. We're running a little past the second amended bylaws of the Granite County DUI Task Force. Review and sign. The only thing I saw in this going over it is on the last page. The last paragraph before the signature. it says the second amended bylaws of the Granite County DUI Task Force are unanimously passed and adopted by the DUI Task Force Board this third day of March 2021.
So that's when the DUI task force had it on their agenda, and for some reason didn't get to.
So we didn't get,
I don't know where the error came, it's probably me, sorry, but.
so, and then the one thing, I don't know what's been amended. Do you-
So it's just the meetings on Wednesdays instead of Tuesdays,
Oh.
quarterly meeting, yeah, so.
Okay, and they did
Simple.
that in March of 2021 and
Go say Mark.
This I'm very.
No, that's it would have been done here this year. So that's a typo,
what's the typo?
the 2021.
Oh,
What you call,
okay.
I guess making a motion to accept it on the changes.
Yeah, we'll correct the date.
Yeah, so the last page we need, would it be this date, today's?
But yeah, well, I need to see what that, when the DUI task force approved it.
So should we just get it corrected and put it on next week's agenda, do you think, or?
I think it'd be
what?
done today, I can just.
It can be
do
done today, okay. Okay, so, is there a motion?
I'll go ahead and make the motion on the DUI task force on the changes and then find the correct date and. Meet on Wednesday, civic day.
All right.
Okay, I'll second. Is there any public comment? Being none, all in favor? Aye, motion carried and passed.
I will change that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, okay. All right. Our next agenda item. Is in 5 minutes. So then it sunsets December 31st of this month, this year, this ordinance.
If we. I guess, just we. But. Cities got their own words, like you said, he still had the vision.
Well, no sense, if you can still abide by the law, what's the point? Is that what you're saying? Okay, I don't,
Plus, they, you know, they ranchers, they get whole game words, and that's what we used to call anyway, chasing deer out, and then next thing, chasing cows.
I wonder if it's a Bluetooth issue connecting to your laptop and take, like if it's
That's what happened.
counteracting. I think we'll have to. Yep, and then it shuts one off and then it. Okay, shoot. Sorry about that.
I'm damn near a computer guy.
Sorry about that. I don't know. It was working great. Technology.
Yeah, I saw that.
Yeah,
She's in Butte.
I'm to school there.
Yeah.
Good. Good. At Tech. Good.
Second year.
Really?
Yeah.
Hard to believe. Hmm. Sanders. Haven't seen him for a long time. Is Janine here today?
I'm not
I
sure.
was curious if she ever got that battery stuff that was small wrong.
I see her vehicle up there.
She did.
I do see her vehicle up there, yeah.
When does that pickup come up here? Does anybody know?
And then we start goes back, I guess. I guess. Or voted out,
I
right?
don't know if they're going on, I don't know. I've never heard nothing on it, so I just. It feels, I don't know how bad it is.
You didn't put your ask in the possible one?
I don't think it, I went over them one day, but I got talking. The guy at the top. I don't know if he can even drive it. I don't know. Do you know anything about?
I don't, but I can ask Miranda if there's been any.
It's gotta be paid.
Mhm.
I don't think it's been. I don't.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Okay, our next agenda item is Granite County Resolution 2024-17. Amending county budget to use CARES Act funding the study commission budget for fiscal year 24-25. And the reason the resolution is just to clean up. Total budget is $12,000 and it wasn't it was inadvertently missed on the certification of the budget. And so this is amending the budget to allow for the 12,000 to be in the study commission budget and taking it out of the CARES Act monies.
His first reading.
First reading.
Elena just emailed suggesting opening up the chat until this is resolved. Or would you like to just try it again and, if she's ready to call in, we could just try it again and see if it works better? Or would you like me to open up the
I
chat?
think probably for today,
We'll just
yeah,
leave it as is and,
leave it. And then
Yeah,
try to
thanks.
get it rectified by next week.
okay.
I know, remember, they were trying to hook everything together so we could hear better. But what Bailey did that too, and I guess, yeah, I do all that, she got a couple new speakers. It's all, they want to go together.
So the mics are working, it's the speaker that's, for some reason, this speaker,
They don't sink in with the, coming on the
was
list.
something because it was before.
All right, it's the main meeting. Just for,
Usually nice, and
yeah. One from my sheriff and Sarah. So you did that lease agreement with Edwards Track on the marina up there. They have a new president, so I'm just gonna make that correction on the lease and have Miranda put it on. Go to Tuesday.
The what for next Tuesday?
Amended Edwards Track Marina lease. Discussion with Sue.
So we're on the resolution 2024-17 first reading. Explaining the fact that we're just amending this budget because it wasn't certified to put $12,000 in the study commission fund when we certified budgets.
Yeah.
And take it out of CARES Act first reading.
Sounds good. There is statutory language at any unused after the 12,000, it goes back and it goes into the general fund.
Yeah.
So. You guys decide like,
The first meeting on 6th at 6. Go on,
I think,
which is Friday. Okay, we could probably go on to the next agenda item. Which is the letter to the state to lower speed limit near Fairmount I-90.
I think this needs to be postponed for now, because there's people that are already writing in, and if they need a letter of support. I don't have or we don't have none of the hirings for nothing, even really to write a letter. Of where it wants and where it ends, and there's a lot more than just write the letter to lower. I'm sorry that, people are wrecked and gotten death in there, but I just think it needs to be.
So Blaine, I know that Chuck's the one that wanted this on the agenda. And stating that the reason that is that we can write a letter to get that speed lowered, is that? the
I figured
case?
that the requesting a speed study be done. And I guess I'd like to further encourage if you want. They do have the blinking lights on each side now. The issue though, I mean, it could be nice both sides of that canyon, but wow, blinking light, how much more notice you need?
Well, that's the thing, and if they're gonna drop the speed limit there, they really could wanna start down at Nimrod and go all the way down there to cross from the old Les Hicks' house, cause all that warm water is.
Yeah.
What's doing it. But being out there, as a guy that had records and that, you have your signs and that, people don't slow down. I mean, common sense, I just,
How about, I mean, encourage it to be sanded? That,
yeah, cause they, the guy could, I think you'd have better luck back doing that than you will. Yeah, because that study
Yeah.
can take over a year and then you gotta go over to. I think that's, I wouldn't mind giving Barbara Transportation more sand. But then again, it comes up.
Who would write this letter? Would you write this letter?
yeah, around the night.
Okay, what do you think?
Just say concerned with the number of accidents in there and believe that the blinking light's not sufficient and need more sand there, winter points, or winter. But that might just irritate them.
Do you think? What do you think?
I think you're right, maybe. After the first year, and we would have it back on or something about, or just in the transportation. Sand. I don't know how you do it, but I know if you're gonna send a letter and trying to get that drop, then they gotta involve everybody and. We're sending letters and we gotta represent it.
Whatever you want, I'll draft it up.
Maybe, yeah, just call them, ask if they could, maybe.
But
We
put
have
it in writing,
concern-
and then there's record of it.
Yeah, maybe it's that we have concerned citizens, one that they could put more sand in the canyon. I think that'd be the best route.
Okay, so what you're saying is. Instead of the lower speed limit is want more sand. I don't know,
I said gravel, I'm not saying.
I don't,
But I think, trying to get this. Just that warm water through there and it just gets on and you can see the frost. If they could put more salt and sand down, it would sure help,
so
that's all.
do you think it's worth writing a letter, they're going to respond, or?
Yeah, at least it's on the record.
Okay,
And
so.
Yeah.
Just getting this on the record because due to accidents, Granite County is requesting,
There's a lot of accidents there, and
And, you know, I think about one thing, you know, because our deputies are out a lot. They get called out before the highway patrol, they're shorthanded, our guys are sick, so,
One deputy was hit, one of
Yeah.
those vehicles was hit there, I mean, there's a tree,
yeah. And I got hit there, and
yeah.
but
So
yeah, I think they're just sending a letter on concerning
Okay.
our deputies and stuff
the
too.
deputy should say, clarification, the deputy's vehicle got hit there, yeah. Person.
Okay, so. I guess we'd put this on the agenda. Again for next week, and you would have us a draft letter. Okay,
Sounds good.
okay, so we will,
Then we can make a motion and accept the letter then, because then we'll see what it says. and move on.
Yeah,
we wouldn't make a motion today. To put-
you could, do a motion directly to write the letter, but I agreed to write it.
Okay,
You're good.
well, let's just say we're gonna table this then. Right, for a different letter next week,
Yeah, right.
okay. That is requesting. The danger with maybe maintaining it a little better.
Let's see if they'll put it.
Okay.
So,
We had a half-hour discussion on this letter.
I think we started a little late. Discussion.
Our last agenda item. I don't see any reason to adjourn at 11. I think we can adjourn right now at 10:30.
Did Zoom get fixed or?
that Bluetooth trying to.
Do you want me to stop the recording now then?
Or
Mitch?
speaker.
Yeah.
Adjourn.
Okay.
We are adjourned.
We are adjourned, okay.
Yeah, I think